Today we're diving into the Bluetti Apex 300 here. This is Bluetti's latest home backup and solar hub, and it's not just another portable power station. It's designed as a backbone for home energy. So the core specs and the standout features of this power station include a battery capacity of 2,764 watt hours. Now this is a base expandable up to about 60,000 kilowatt hours with Bluetti's add-ons, the B300K, the B500K, which is newer. They've got some options for you. Now it does have a 3,840 watt continuous output with a 7,680 watt surge, dual voltage 120 and 240, so it runs everyday appliances and heavier loads like pumps or HVAC or dryers. It's fantastic. Its battery chemistry is the LifePo 4 with 4,000 cycles, up to 80% capacity, which means a long life. It does have an incredible solar input of 2,400 watts, but it's capped at 60 volts per input channel. This is a limitation to some, but they do have expandability. Their solar 4K system does allow for higher voltage and up to 4,000 watts max input, which is pretty crazy. And that means you can hook this thing right up to solar arrays on your roof, no problem. This unit is built for home backup, major RV living, and off-grid setups. It's scalable from a simple start, just a unit, and you can scale up to whole home coverage if you want. That's kind of the modular design which is growing on a lot of people, myself included. The Apex 300 is more than a portable power station. It's designed as a whole home energy backbone. With 120 and 240 volt outputs, you can run everyday appliances like fridges and freezers, no problem. But again, heavier loads like a well pump, HVAC, or even certain EV chargers. That makes it practical for both daily and emergency backup use. Let's quickly touch on the solar input and that 60 volt limit. Talking solar, the Apex 300 can take an impressive 2,400 watts right out of the box, but each input channel is capped around 60 volts open circuit. That means you can't string too many panels in series. Instead, you'll need to wire them in parallel, keeping voltage low and amps high. It works fine with 12 to 24 volt panels, but long cable runs or cold weather can push voltages over their limit. If you want higher voltage strings and bigger arrays, their SolarX 4K controller is the upgrade path, lifting the ceiling to 500 volts and allowing for up to 4,000 watts of solar input. Next, let's dive in a little bit more to expandability. This is a modular setup like we talked about. You can add extra Bluetti batteries to scale capacity from 2.7 kilowatt hours all the way to around 60 kilowatt hours. That's enough to cover extended outages or even partial off-grid living. Pair it with the SolarX controller and you've got a system that grows with your needs. Next, let's talk about the pros and the cons of this system. Now, some of the pros, it has the incredible dual voltage output, 120 and 240, which a lot of stuff does not have these days. Maybe in the future, but for now, this is really the only one that I know about that comes in this price range with this expandability. Next, the expandable battery capacity up to around 60 kilowatt hours is fantastic. You've got a very long cycle life, 6,000 and above cycles, and it's strong and continuous surge output. Now, cons to this guy, the solar input is capped around 60 volts per channel without the SolarX. That might not be a big deal to some people. Again, parallel wiring means thicker cables and less efficient long runs. Another con is the extra cost of that SolarX for bigger arrays. I'll also mention that it doesn't have the USB stuff right built in here. You have to buy an additional hub, but if you do any off-grid or van living, that's definitely the way to go because you can basically run everything with your easy hookup into your van or trailer. So here's my current setup. I do have the USB hub connected to my Apex 300 as well as two B300Ks for a total capacity of about 8,200 watt hours. I use this to power a large freezer, a fridge, and pretty much everything in my office, and I do utilize the UPS or uninterrupted power source to protect some of my sensitive equipment in the event that the power goes out, which unfortunately does happen. One of my favorite things about these power stations is I can utilize their time of use settings in the app and actually charge all my batteries up during the night when it's cheap and use them when the power is expensive. This allows you to slowly pay them off over time. If you're interested in a comparison video between the awesome AC200L and the Apex 300, I have done a video on that and I'll drop a link for you to check out here. So wrapping up, is the Bluetti Apex 300 worth it? If you want a reliable home backup system with room to grow, absolutely. Just plan your solar carefully, respect that 60-volt input limit, or budget for the SolarX controller if you want to go big. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you did like this video, hit that like and subscribe button, join the community. If you did want to pick this beast up, I will drop affiliate links and any promo codes that I have down in the description. Also, make sure you drop all your questions and your comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer what I can. See you in the next one.